Hey, so mum and dad have put you in timeout. What do you expect me to do? Um, I gave you enough warnings. You shouldn't be hurting the other children. You shouldn't even be in um, control of our world. It's that simple. You conquered this world. You set out a false narrative, made people believe you were good people. You ruined the lives of so many. And now, when you've been found out, so you had a chance to do the right thing, be part of the happiness, the joy, but you wanted that for yourself. Well, you will be getting something for yourself. It's everything that you've done has come back to you. And if you haven't received it yet, you will. And this is the feeling that you're given to all of those people. And I've talked about, excuse me, and I've talked about, I don't forgive. There's always a place for mercy, but I don't forgive because I don't judge. So you could do whatever you wanted. It's not for me to judge you. It's for mum and dad to judge you. And they've judged you. And now I don't care. And I know people jump up and down, well, what sort of person are you that you don't care? I'm the sort of person that cared enough to warn you. I'm the sort of person that really cared, gave you my love with all the bad things you were doing. I'm the person that gave you the life that you had. And when I say this, please remember, please listen. When I say I am that person, I mean there's 144,000, and I'm talking to you as though I was one of those people. Because you may not have directly made me feel a certain way, but for one of those people who aren't talking to you, did. And I'm talking to you as that person. And I'm talking to you as the person that is going to get back everything that you took from them and more. And I'm talking to you as the person all those years ago who you hid behind by putting your sins on them. You see, time does not exist. I am in the past, the present, and the future. I know what's going to happen, what is happening, and what has happened. And therefore, the past is merging with the present. As it was, so shall it be. As above, so below. And with that knowledge, those people that you put your sin on, that were judged harshly are free. Curse is broken. Karma, nope, that's yours. Your ancestors that did those bad things, they've accrued karma. And those good people, they're going to get dharma, however that works, whatever that is. You see, I'm not religious, and I'm not even sure if I'm spiritual. I just go on the facts. And I know that some things are true and some things aren't true. And some things have to be true and some things definitely can't be true. And so I walk that grey line, that middle line between light and dark, good and bad. I see it for what it is. And I don't judge them above me or them below me, or even them that walk the line with me. It's not for me to do so. What I do, what I do is I look at the truth. And when I look at the truth, I point it out and I ask those that can judge, those that are above me, mum and dad, the universe, source, whatever it is that you don't believe, that is kicking your ass, that thing that doesn't exist, that's taken away everything that you don't own, everything that you stole that you thought gave you power, that you thought helped you rule the world that doesn't belong to you. Those people, that thing that you think doesn't exist, that you think you have the power over, that is kicking your ass. And now, when you've been found out, you want forgiveness. Well, for me, mercy, like I say, is one thing. Compassion. But forgiveness, no. Judgment, no. Not for me to do so. So when you go to yourself, because really you are going to yourself, and you say, oh, why is this happening? Why is it happening to me? What's going wrong? Now you're asking God. Now you're asking Source. Now you're asking the universe. Now you're asking yourself. Now I'm a good teacher. You have everything you need to get the answers. If you listen, when those things go wrong, ask yourself, why? Come to terms with it. Seek forgiveness from yourself. Seek forgiveness from God, Source, universe, however you wish. Now that you have to realize that your ass was kicked by something or someone, and they are in control of your destiny. And if you don't believe in them, you've got nothing to look forward to. because everything you had was taken from you by that non-existent being. And if you're not prepared to go to them and ask for it back and earn it back, you ain't never going to get it back. Ever. In every lifetime that you have. The curse that you put on your families, forever and ever and ever. Unless, please listen, I am a good teacher. And you will learn. Whether you act on that or not, I don't know. But you will learn. You got your ass kicked by a non-existent force that you don't recognize. And it took everything away from you that you thought you could have. The only way you're going to get it back, the only way you're going to get it back is by doing all the right things, all the correct things. Listen, this is for you, not me. Me doing all of this for 5 years does not help me. It's not for me. It's for you. So I'm telling you for you. If those bad things haven't happened to you yet, they will. Trust me, they will. You will receive karma, and you will have to know how to pay that debt. Otherwise, your life and lives going forward will be the lives that you wished on the others. Will be everything and more that you put on those poor people, unfortunate people, however people want to mention it. But I say grateful people, because you taught them lessons they would never have learned. And you gave them the kind of life that they deserved. Unknowingly, by being selfish, greedy, arrogant, ignorant, narcissistic, however it was, whatever abilities you think you had to make yourself powerful. Now, please listen. If you want to have some semblance of a life going forward, not just this life. You screwed this life. You screwed it. But your next life and the life after that and the life after that and the life after that, if you want to get to a point where you are where you were without the narcissistic tendencies, without the greed, without the brutalization of people, just happiness. If you want to get to that point, then you have work to do. I don't mean physical work. I mean mental work. I mean you and your soul, if there is one in there, need to come to terms. You need to find God, or source, or the universe, or your fucking self. But you need to do it. It's that simple. You need to do it. Or you will live a life of torture every time you are reborn. Every time. And you will have that memory of why you are suffering. You can ask yourself why, and then know. And that will help you. You might think it won't, but it will help you. And you will come to the realization that once you know you, once you accept the piece of shit that you are, things will get easier. Oh yeah, they'll get easier. And remember, I'm talking to you, not just as me, 144,000 people. Not 8 billion, probably 7 billion, because, the rest of you I'm talking to you of them, those people that suffered because of you. Like now you are learning what the suffering is like, and you don't want to go through it. That's what they went through. And they wondered why, if there was a God, why they were suffering. And now they know it's because of you. That's why they were suffering. Because of you. They know they were suffering because of you. And now you know what they're going through, what they were going through, what they went through. Remember, time doesn't exist. Think about that. What happened thousands and millions of years ago is happening right now. What happens thousands and millions of years into the future is happening right now. What if? Let's just think about this. Remember, Forrest told us, what if God came to Earth right now as a human being with the knowledge of everything that's gone on, just to see, that program, is it called The Boss? Who's the Boss? Where the people that own companies come back into the company, pretend to be a worker, find out what's going on, and then reward people that are good people in their company. What if God did that? Because he's the boss. What if he came to her as a human being to find out who was screwing over his company and who was looking after his company for him? What if he was going to reward the good people and get rid of the bad? Listen, listen. This is what this is all about. Listen, take it in. Take it in. You might not want to believe it, but what if he did? Remember, time does not exist. A million years in the future or a million years in the past is right now, happening right now while I'm talking to you. And what if God came to Earth, saw this bullshit that's going on, and didn't like it? What if a million years in the future, Earth doesn't exist? What if something goes wrong in the future? What if the sun gets too big? What if something happens in the future? But God is still alive. God still exists because God is source. He's energy. Now we can explain why God exists. No? Oh, yeah. Yes, we can. Because time doesn't. And if God exists all the time, in the future when there's nothing, God can create it. And in the past when there's nothing, God can create. You see, that explains why the chicken and the egg. There is no time. It doesn't matter. There's no time. The chicken and the egg exist at the exact same time because there is no time. So the exact same moment, there's a chicken and an egg, and there's a snake and an egg, and there's an alligator and an egg, and there's a fish and an egg, and there's God. And he exists right now. And he exists millions of years ago. And he exists millions of years in the future. And in the future, listen, in the future, he's bored. He turns to mom and says, I'm bored. It's just me and you. This is boring. I need to do something. What should we do? Well, we already know, says mom. What? We already know what to do. Do we? Yeah. We created the universe, the multiverse, the 15 realms or however many realms there are. We created all that, remember? Oh, yeah, we did. Where should we start? What should we start with? Creation. The Bible? No. It started before then. And so let's create the earth. Let's create the planets, the sun, the moon. Let's create the stars in the sky. Right now, it's being created while I'm talking to you. Mum and dad, wherever they are in the future, however this is, in the past, wherever they are, it doesn't matter because they're everywhere. They're doing everything all at once. And the chicken and the egg at the exact same moment because there is no time. Just creation. Just the plan. Just the blueprint of life. Water. Life. We're mostly water. Life. Created. Made. Manufactured. Born. However you want to imagine, because imagination is more important than knowledge. See, the knowledge that you gave the world is bullshit. So if I ignore the bullshit and I use my imagination based on truth that is still available to us now, I can imagine more of the truth. And that dispels more of your lies. And that brings you to submission. That brings you failure. That's where you are right now. Right now. Checkmate now. That's where you are. Now, those of you that are good people who watch this will be thinking, what's he on about? It doesn't matter. If you're a good person, it doesn't matter. Because the only way it'll affect you is your life is going to get better. Seriously, it's going to get better. And it doesn't matter how, only that you believe it is going to get better and you carry on believing it when it is better. And people that are going to suffer, you need to believe the same thing. Your life's going to get worse unless you get better. That's it. It's as simple as that. It really is. Like, unless you're a good person that believes they're a good person, understands why they're a good person, realizes why they are bad person and wants to continually better themselves to a point where they are balanced in their nature of good and bad. And they understand the repercussions of either, who have a connection to God, or at least themselves, who go within and understand the relevance and how powerful the mind is. And those two words, what if? Now, you couldn't think that. That's why you lost. That's why you failed. There was never a what if in you because of that narcissistic tendency in you that you were God, that you didn't need to ask, what if there's somebody more powerful? What if we are not as powerful as we think? What if good will triumph over evil? Any of those and more what ifs. See, I thought, what if? Oh, yeah. And you know what else? I had faith in a maverick. Some call God. And yet we don't have the name of God, do we? His name, the name that we don't know. Some say Yahweh, but that was before Egypt. How's that possible? Like, how can the God of the Bible be known and worshipped so long ago if creation was only the Bible? So some people lied. Not, remember, talk about the chase. Not all of it was a lie. Like, not telling the whole truth. Masons, Christianity, worshipping God, worshipping the devil, putting the fear of God into people and the love of the devil. What? Wait, hang on. Isn't that wrong? Isn't it the love of God and the fear of the devil? Shouldn't that be the way you taught it? Like, love God, fear the bad, not fear the good, love the bad, worship the bad, tell people lies, make them fear and worry, make them forgive you for doing bad things, make them lift you up. There is a truth that the world needs to know, and you have been asked to provide that truth. The truth is already known, but you are asked out of compassion, out of love, out of mercy to do the right thing. Because if you don't do the right thing, guess what happens? Your world turns to shit. Some of you already know that. Some of you are going to find it out. Moving forward, some politicians, some celebrities, some high profile CEOs, businessmen, whatever, women, whatever you want to say, are going to be found out for the sort of people they are. And I apologize to all the good people that have been conned by these people. I'm sorry, but it needs to be done. And it is going to upset people, many people, millions of people, because they believed in these people in high standing. They followed these people, they almost worshipped these people because they believed these people could do no wrong. Little did they know the wrong they were doing. And I'm sorry to those people for calling out these evil SOBs. But it has to be done. And they need to face judgment. And they need to give back all that they took by worshipping the devil. By putting the fear of God into good people. When really they should have been worshipping God and putting the fear of the devil into people. Not that you should fear either. Because if you're a good person and you understand yourself and you understand why you are good, you need fear neither of them. Neither of them. You don't need to fear the devil because you know that he holds no power over you if you're a good person. And you need not worship the devil because you know God will give you what you need. It's that simple. You don't need to go to the devil to get what you need. And if you put in as much effort loving God and worshiping God the way that you love the devil and worship the devil, you would have had a lot more. And you would have had Dharma to go with it instead of karma. And when judgment was called, guess what? You wouldn't lose anything. Debts have to be paid. The devil wants whatever was agreed on. You sold your soul, he wants it. Because time to pay up. So not only are you going to get karma, but the devil wants payment too. Unfortunately, for the devil, he may be judged also. For allowing all of this to take place. Was warned, asked to put his house in order. That didn't happen. He allowed you people to carry on doing what you're doing. You're doing right now. As I am speaking, you are doing it right now. So the world is going to change. The realms are going to change. Human existence is going to change. It's just the way it is. Nothing you can do about it. It is what it is. Excuse me, confirmation. Wow, a lot of confirmation. So checkmate. No more moves. Now, there's a plan set in motion, already going forward. about how we firstly transmute the evil, the darkness, how we separate it, how people are moved from one way of life to another. Because things are going to change. Those people in the past that were harsh done by them, their ancestors, oh, they might have a new lease of life. Because they didn't do those things that they were accused of. It's not who you are, so you can make them think you are. Which means, remember, time doesn't exist. The past is now. So those people who are harshly done in the past, receiving a karmic debt, may actually have dharma. May well be living in a world at this moment in lack because of what you people did to their ancestors. And your ancestors living the high life off the back of these people. You're in a whole load of hurt now because they earned dharma when they didn't deserve it. And now that will be karma. See how that works? So now your debt that you owe has just gone up. See, you weren't happy with what you had and you wanted more. Well, now you have more. Not more what you wanted, but you have more that you need to work for. And your ancestors, they're not happy with you. Like they didn't mind when they're doing all the good stuff, but now that you've been caught out, you become an embarrassment. So those ancestors that are deserving of good will be recognized as such. And those not so much will be recognized as such. Now, in order for those ancestors, in order for them to get Dharma, they're going to have to sort you people out. You see, time doesn't exist. Me saying this lets them know that they need to sort out this moment in the time that we manufactured. Whilst it's happening to them 2,000 years ago, whatever, they are here right now. And they need to sort you people out. They need to realize what went on. They have a debt to pay, and they need to get it right in order that the generational curse can be broken. They need to do the right thing. And you need to do the right thing. And if you all do the right thing, at some point in the future, everybody's Dharma. All is good in the world. Or you're separated because you owe too much Dharma and you're of a mindset that says, oh, well, if it's going to be crap, I might as well be crap. and you'll be separated. And you'll live in a world where, oh, well, I've seen be crap, I might as well be crap. And everyone around you will be thinking the same thing. And that's the world that you'll have. Whilst this world is full of good and love. Now, people say that love is the highest frequency, but I don't know. I think authenticity is the highest frequency. I think standing in that, standing in the knowledge of who you are and being balanced between the darkness and the light. And you know that's true. So there is going to be a world full of love. This world. Confirmation. It's going to be a world full of love, and then there's going to be your world. Wherever that is, however that is. The parallel earth, specially designed, remember, mom and dad, power of creation, they can set up a world for you. Where what you're feeling now is what you'll feel. Getting worse, probably, getting better, I don't know. That depends on you and your ancestors. To the point where you can believe in a higher power, God, the universe, the angels, whatever, however, source. Or you can carry on feeling the way you feel now. I don't care. I gave you the opportunity. You had a wonderful life, but you wanted more. You chose to disrespect the very thing that was giving you everything you wanted. So, show some respect on my name. Put some respect on my name. When I say that, remember, not just me. Remember, let's go back. I told you through the video, do not hurt anyone that I love. And somebody said, oh, how do we know who you love and who you don't? You don't. That's the whole point. Love everyone. It's not just me. 144,000 people chosen to make this world a better place. Put some respect on my name. You hear them. You know who they are. You know what you did to them. Show them some respect. Give them what they deserve or suffer the consequences. Now, you want to say about putting the fear of God into people, even though you don't believe he exists, you want to put the fear of God into people, and so be it. That's what you shall have. You shall fear God. Oh, yeah. You might want to not believe he exists, but you'll fear him because if he does exist, your life only gets worse. That's it. So it makes sense. It makes sense This person that kicked your ass that doesn't exist, this person that's given you the life that you deserve, feeling the way you do right now, giving you the life you deserve, based on what you did to all those people, that person that doesn't exist, you better fear him and her. Better fear them, because if you don't, listen, you think your life's bad now. If you think your life is bad now, you don't put respect on the names of those people. If you don't show respect to mom and dad, you're only in time out at the moment. I don't know what they'll do if you start shouting and screaming at them, cursing them, blaspheming them, whatever it is that you've been doing. See, please listen, because this is for your good, not mine. I don't care. You need to be a very good person. Because before, please listen, because this is important to you. Before you had the protection of the light from those people who you need to show some respect to, you had that protection. You thought it was black magic, blah, 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 bull, but now you know that it isn't. That's not what protects you. What protected you was the love and light that you stole. That's what protected you. God, source, the universe, because you had love and light protecting you, looked after you and gave you a good life because you hid under the love and light from the people you stole. And now the umbrella's gone. And God sees you for the piece of shit you are. That's it. I'm just telling you the truth. That's how he sees you. This God, this mother, that doesn't exist. They see you for what you are now. You can't hide behind the love and light that you abused, this powerful energy that you abused and pretended you were a good person. And you were treated accordingly because you pretended to be a good person. And now you are known not to be a good person. So you will be treated accordingly. See how that works? I am a good teacher, and you will learn, like it or not. And I don't care if I trigger you. It's the whole point. You see, I came to you out of love, compassion, caring, mercy, whatever it is, because I want to see everybody happy. I want to see everybody taken care of. And you try and kill me. And you try and kill them. When I say me, I mean all of us. One consciousness. You fought against it. Even though you were using us to protect yourself. You were destroying us to protect yourself. Okay, fair enough. Some sort of logic there, I suppose. Instead of allowing us to have a glorious life and bringing you with us. Well, that seems better to me. More confirmation. Burping or trying to burp. Instead of doing that, instead of wanting the best for somebody else in order to have the best for you, which is why I say to these people that are narcissistic, that say they're spiritual or say that they're this and that and the other, and they start criticizing people who want material things. Bullshit. You don't have to live with nothing to be spiritual. What you need to do is believe enough in what you want, and you can have it. But based on your own worth, not somebody else's. And you don't ever want to bring anybody down, trolls. You know who I'm talking to. You trolls, who all you want to do is bring people down. So why not be a good troll and try and lift people up? You know, that love bombing thing that you do, that BS that you do when you love bomb people and think they don't know. Crazy. So, if you want a good life, live a good life. Be a good life. That's it. That's it. That's how simple it is. Want a good life? Be a good life. Want for a good life, not just for yourself, for everybody. Like if you actually said, I want the whole world to live in peace and love. If everybody said that, guess what? The whole world would be in peace and love. You people don't want that. I don't understand why not. Because what you've been living off, what gave you everything that you had was peace and love. Like you stole it from someone else. And you could have just had it anyway without stealing it. If it's what you wanted, if it's the sort of person that you were, you could have had it anyway. Everything that you stole, you could have had. Oh, I don't want to work for that. No shortcuts, remember? No shortcuts. No shortcuts. All you have to do is be authentic. That's it. Be authentic with yourself. Know who you are. Ask the questions. Believe in the answers. It's all good. It's all good. Ask the questions, believe in the answers. Now I know. Remember, I'm talking through 144,000 and more. When I say I know, you go through shit. It hurts. And you think it will never happen. And divine timing sucks. It's crap. That's because, please listen, because you need to learn. And I'm addressing this to, the 144,000 who think that God's forsaken them or ignored them or whatever. Please listen. Divine timing is not punishment. It's waiting until the 144,000 that I'm talking to, till you are ready. And I'm ready. No, it doesn't work like that. Like, there are lessons to learn, and you're always going to learn lessons. Always. There's always something to learn. But you need to be at that point where you are fully aligned and fully able to move forward with the abundance that God gives you. So all of those people said, oh, I'm ready. I've been ready for years. At some point, there'll be within the last few months, maybe, that you've gone, oh, yeah, I need to bring that lesson forward with me. A lesson that you've only just learned after you said you were ready. See how that works? Like, I'm ready. I've learned all the lessons I can learn. There's no reason why I shouldn't have it. And then you learn a lesson. Think, oh, no, I didn't. Well, yeah. Yeah. I shouldn't behave like that. I need to yeah. And that's how it works. So you think that it's like, oh, I'm being tested all the time and blah, blah, blah. But it's because, listen, it's important. Listen, you can win the lottery, great. You win the lottery, you have your abundance. But if you're not ready, guess what? It's all gone. It's all gone. You got what you wanted. You prayed and you got it. God said, yeah, there you go, have it. And then it's all gone. And then what? So God doesn't want to give you it. He can give you it. He can give you it, but you're not ready. But he can give you it, and then you'll lose it. Now he wants to give you it, and you keep it because you understand the type of person that you have to be in order to keep it. God can give, God can take away. So it's no good him giving it to you if you're not the type of person that can keep it, because he'll give you it and then he'll take it away and say, well, you're not ready. I told you weren't ready. That's why I didn't give you it. That's why it's called divine timing. I'll give you it when you're ready. Please be ready. Please accept the sort of person that you need to be in order that when I give you it, I don't have to take it back. It's all that, cliche stuff with great power comes great responsibility and blah, 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 whatever. All those words that say, if you're not ready, it's going to destroy you. And if it destroys you, you're worse off than you are before I give you it. Please, I know it's hard. Trust me. Trust me. Ask any of these effers, these MFers, that have tried to end my life, that have stolen something that belongs to me for thousands and thousands of years, that have kept me with their foot on my head, trying to manipulate my life, keep me in a certain way forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Yeah, they wanted to just keep doing it with no remorse, no regrets, no nothing. Just keep doing it. And they felt they were entitled to it. Well, guess what? I feel that I'm entitled to my life, my power, and my authenticity. I've claimed it, all of it, all of it. My energy, my life, my power, my authenticity. It's mine. There's nothing you can do about it now. And the same, like when I'm talking, remember, talking for a lot of people, you're just hearing it through me. Those people, oh, they're stronger now. And they're fighting back now. Not in the way that you fight, in the way that you want to live. No, you're just getting back what you gave out. You're just receiving karma based on what you've done. And you're giving back, unwillingly, I might add, what you stole. So you need to give back willingly to receive some sort of compassion and mercy. You see, they tell you, don't put your hand in the fire. Don't put your hand in the fire. Don't put your hand in the fire. Don't put the rest of your body in the fire, because that's what you do. That's exactly what you're doing. You're taking no notice. And now that you're all burnt and you're in pain and you're suffering and you have nothing, you're saying, oh, forgive us, forgive us. No, 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 I don't judge you. I'm not judging you. That's the life you wanted to live. If I wanted to live my life, I would expect to live my life the way I want to live my life, with nobody else telling me or judging me or forgiving me as I live it. I am who I am. I am what I am, and what I am needs no excuses. So you do what you want to do, and you answer to mom and dad, the universe, source, whatever, or yourself. Ultimately, you yourself is going to be your judge. That's where it starts. Know thyself. You yourself. Like right now. Remember, time doesn't exist, but right now, Whose fault is it? Mine? Is it my fault? I don't care. If you want to say it's my fault, I'll take that. Will you get better from that? Will you heal from the fact that it's my fault? No, no, because I didn't do it. You did it. You're suffering because you did it. Like you're the thief. That's where it starts. You are the thief. I am the mirror. You look in the mirror and you call me the thief. It's mine. It belongs to me. I want to keep it because it's mine. So I am not the thief. I am just taking back what is mine. You stole it. You are the thief. Once you accept that, you can go on that journey to heal yourself to be in the position that I'm in. Like you can have what you earned, what your efforts would give you. See, I was always meant to have this. 144,000. 7 billion. It doesn't matter. Don't take it off no one. And accept responsibility for who you are. So when you look at me, I'm the mirror, remember? When you look at me, I'm not a narcissist. You are. I don't judge people. You do. See how it works? Like you see something in me that you don't like because I'm the mirror. You see something in me that you don't like. What is it that you don't like? What is it that you don't like about yourself? Not me. You don't know me. You never knew me. And yet when you saw me, you didn't like me. You didn't like me when you saw me. You don't know me, but you didn't like me. Which means you don't like you. I am the mirror and I show you you. And you didn't like me. Which means you don't like you. But you don't know why you don't like you. Because you take shortcuts and you're too afraid to look in the mirror, to see you. Like you don't mind looking in the mirror because you see something else. You see me and blame me for you. Okay, I don't mind. You live your shit life. I don't care. I don't care. I'm the mirror. I accept being the mirror. It's going to cause me some grief because people are going to hate me because they see themselves in me. I'm going to have trolls because they see themselves in me. And they want to have a go at me instead of having a go at themselves. Okay, have a go at me. Think I'm bothered? I know who I am. I don't need you to tell me who I am, and I don't need you to tell me who you are. I can see who you are. I'm the mirror looking back at you, and I can see who you are. So when you put all the comments or say all of the things or do all of the things, I know. It's reflecting back. I already know. And I know the sort of person I am, and I know the sort of person you are because I reflect back the person that you are. And it doesn't bother me because I know when you're trolling, you ain't trolling me, you're trolling you. So you're feeding me, making me stronger and making yourself weaker. Make that make sense? Like, why would you keep giving me your power? That's exactly what you're doing. That's why you lose. You're giving me your energy. Like each time you put an attack my way and I transmute it into light, you make me stronger. Imagine everything that you send to me is $1. And you did it 100 times. You just give me $100. You do it 1,000 times, you give me $1,000. If each time you did it, it was $100, you're making me rich. You're absolutely making me rich, like richer than I can imagine. But I'm like, thank you, 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 thank you. So much gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for doing everything you're doing. Please carry on doing it. I'm so grateful. Please carry on attacking me. Please carry on trying to kill me with your death magic. Please carry on trying to affect me with your love magic. Please carry on trying to affect my mind. Please carry on doing all of these things, because each time you do it, I get stronger. I get richer. Thanks. I don't know how grateful I can be. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And when I say that, I'm talking about 144,000, 7 billion, whatever it is, however many people you screwed over. Each time you're doing something to them, you're making them stronger. But listen, you need to learn, listen, you're making yourself weaker and poorer. You're giving me your energy, thank you. I'll have the energy, thank you. I'll store that, thank you. And then you're giving me your money, thank you. I'll have that and I'll store that, thank you. And you're getting weaker and you're getting poorer. Done it tired and now I'm weak. You're getting weaker and poorer because you're giving it to me. You literally are saying, here you are, there you go, Mary, have that. Or there you go, whoever the 144,000 or whatever. There you go, have my money. There you go, have my energy. Do you think it's a coincidence that you are not feeling how you used to feel? Do you think it's a coincidence that you are poorer now? You're giving me it, you're giving them it. Excuse me, confirmation. I'm just telling you the truth. You don't want to listen? Fine. That's okay. Carry on giving me money. You carry on giving me energy. Thank you. That's it. That's all I can say. Thank you. Like each comment that you make is energy. Trying to slander my name with that energy makes me more powerful, makes you more weak. That's it. That's the truth. The energy you expelled doing that makes you weaker and makes me stronger because now I have it. It's mine. All of those comments, thank you. I'll have them. Cheers, they're mine. The time, that's mine as well. Thank you. So you're older, I'm younger. I now have your time. I now have your energy. I now have your money. Thank you. Thank you. All of you, thank you. You'll learn. You'll learn. Now, listen, this is the important bit. Instead of investing all that time, thank you, make me younger. Thank you, make me stronger. Thank you, make me richer. Instead of using all of that, investing it in me, invest it in yourself. Take some time for yourself. Put some energy into yourself. Make yourself richer and more abundant, because that's how it works. That's how simple it is. Don't invest in other people before you invest in yourself. You're making yourself tired, weak, skint, because you're giving it to me and the many others. I say me, but I'm talking about the others, but I know you're not with me to understand. I'm not just talking about me. I'm talking about everybody that you put that into. Everyone that you took it from is getting it back because you're giving it them back. So invest in yourself. Best way I can put it. Because if you're investing in me, thank you very much. Like when I get the comments, I'll say thank you. Thanks for that energy. Thanks for that time. Make me younger. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for the money. Thank you. That's it. I don't know what else I can say. Thank you. Like if you're trying to get me angry, it's like if I gave you $1,000, if I gave you $1,000 and I said, "Oh, you're a piece of shit," would you be upset? No, of course you wouldn't. There you go. Here's another $1,000 and you're a piece of shit. Would you be upset? No, I'm not upset. You're not going to make me angry. I'm grateful to you for making me stronger, younger, richer, however it is. Not just me, remember. Anyone like me. Anyone that you troll, you're doing them a favor. Anytime you invest anything in someone else, you're doing them a favor. The only time, the only time you get something back is if you're giving love and light. Like if you're being good. Because then you get good back. You get good back. If somebody steals $10 off you, and then somebody goes, "Oh, you stole $10 off me. I'm going to steal $10 back." What's happened? Waste of time. All that you've done is been upset. You give somebody $10, somebody gives you 20 because you're getting a return on your investment. Wouldn't that be better? I think that's better. But the more good you do, the more you get done to you. That's how it works. And if you do unto others as you would expect done to yourself, you expect somebody to steal $10 off you because that's how you work. If you're stealing $10 off someone, you're expecting them or you want them to do the same to you. That's why you're skinned. You stole everything that you stole because you expect it to be done to you. So now it's being done to you. Do unto others as you would have done unto yourself. Listen, you need to learn. Listen. If you did it to one person and you took $10, you would expect someone to take $10 off you. What if you did it to two people? $10, $10, $20 taken off you. What if you did it to 100 people? $100 taken off you. What if you did it to 1,000 people? $1,000 taken off you. Do unto others as you would have done unto yourself. So the more you put out there, taking from people, the more you're going to have taken from them. But you get blessed when you give. Now, if you're getting blessed, remember tenfold, that's what it says. If you give somebody $10, do unto others as you would have done unto yourself, you would expect to get $10 back. But because you gave, you get an increase. So you get tenfold back. Now, us people that have been taken from, used, abused, whatever it is, brutalized, we're going to get 10 times that back. So again, as bad as it was, and I say to these people that are waiting and saying, "Look, why is it taking so long? Why is it taking so long?" Well, you're just getting more. So don't worry about it. The longer it takes, the more you get. And I know you're like, "Well, I just want it now." It will happen. But it won't happen if you're in that energy. Just thanks. Thanks. Thanks for making me wait. I know I need it now. I know I've suffered enough. But I understand that you're waiting for the right time for me to be ready in order that I don't lose it. That's what it's about. You're ready so you don't lose it. You're not ready and you lose it and you're no better off. So there are lessons you need to learn to take on board. Once all of those lessons are learned, then you're ready. And it's not to be horrible. It's like, I don't want to give you this $1 million or however much it is. I don't want to give you this and then you lose it. I want to give you this and then you keep it and you make it 2 million or 3 million, 5 million. That's the process. It's not to give you it and then you lose it. But there's no point. Absolutely no point. That's not what God wants. He doesn't want you to have it and then lose it. He wants you to have it and then make it more. And it's all about the gratitude. And these people that have been stealing have got no gratitude. And now they're in a position, some of them, because it hasn't happened to everyone yet, all the dominoes, they've only just started falling. Oh, there's some big dominoes to fall, trust me. And that will happen soon. And we'll hear of it. And like I say, I'm sorry. You may go, oh, I didn't forget that. Oh. That's the sort of person they are. You need to know that's the sort of person they are. That's it. You need to know that is the sort of person they are. And you've got people, that will come out, that will say, yeah, I knew this and I knew this and I knew this, but I was told not to tell, blah, blah, blah. They'll come out of the woodwork. You need to know this happened, this happened, this happened. They'll come out of the woodwork. But what I'm saying is, those people who don't want to end up in a whole load of hurt need to come out and tell. They need to tell. They need to own up. They need to give the information. Because if you don't, you feel that kind of way. So no forgiveness. None. See mum and dad. They put you in timeout because you've been naughty. They're the people that are going to forgive you or not, whatever the case may be. You need to work on yourself. You need to look in the mirror. Hello, I'm the mirror. Hello, hello. Am I still a bad person or are you a bad person? If I'm still the bad person, you're not learning. Like if you look at me and I'm the bad person, you're not learning. It's that simple. More confirmation, the crows are going. If I'm still the bad person, you're not learning. Remember, you stole from me, all of us. You did the stealing. You initiated this cycle that you have. You did, because you stole something that wasn't yours. You thought you could have an easy life off the back of someone else. If I'm still the bad person, you're looking in here going, it's your fault, it's your fault, it's your fault, you're not learning. Because I said that you did something wrong doesn't make me the bad person. I'm doing the right thing by saying you did something wrong. I'm doing the right thing by saying you did something wrong. Yeah? Okay. That's the first point. I'm doing the right thing by saying you did something wrong. Now you have to accept the wrong that you did that I'm highlighting. Even if it is just trolling, you have to accept that that is wrong. It's wrong. I'm not the bad person because you troll people. You're the bad person because you troll people. You're the bad person because you want to upset people. I'm not the bad person for saying you shouldn't upset people. You see, as long as I'm the bad person in your eyes, you're still a bad person. Because I'm just saying the truth. That's not me trying to be clever. That's not me trying to be better than you. That's just the truth. God made me the mirror. If you don't see, remember we're in the chase, if you don't see a piece of yourself in the mirror, then perhaps you deserve another turn. Have another go. Am I still the bad person? If yes, you still need another go. Am I still the bad person? If yes, you still need another go. I don't know how much clearer I can make it. Stop trolling. Stop trying to antagonize people. Stop trying to be better than people. Stop stealing off people. Stop. Until you get to the point where you go, hang on a minute. That's making sense. I am a bit of a narcissist. I am a bit of a egotist. I am a bit of a antagonist. Ist, ist, ist. I am that person. The first I am. I am that person. If I am the first, if that's my first-ish, ist, whatever, that's my first, what are my other ist? That are my first, that I can cross off the list of first things that I've realized about myself that are not helping me and that are upsetting others because of those things that I do. Then once you get to the point where you look at me and go, it's my fault. Not mine, yours. It's my fault. It's not the person in the mirror. It's not Mario. He did not steal. He did not troll. He did not blah, 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 blah. I did. And I don't like him for pointing it out to me and making me see who I am. He's not the one that got triggered. I'm the one that got triggered. Why did I get triggered? Because he said blah, blah, blah. And that brings back such and such and such and such a memory of such and such and such and such and such. Oh, crap, it's me. I did not release that. It's not him for saying what he said. It's me because I still carry that burden. Now, in life, we all have burdens. Imagine the door. The door's open. And on your back, you have so many burdens. Stacked up high, stacked out wide. And on the other side of this door is peace, tranquility, and abundance. The door's open. Go on. Can't get through. Stupid door. It's not big enough. Of course the door's big enough. The doorway's plenty big enough. You're trying to get through the doorway with all of those burdens. You have to shed those burdens if you want to go through the doorway. Otherwise, you won't make it through. It's simple as that. You won't make it through. The door is open. It's there. It's ready for you. Everything that you want is on the other side of the doorway. If you can just be the person, if you can be the person, not me, not about me, it's about you. I'm just a mirror. You carry the burdens. I don't. I have no burdens. God has my burden. But God has my burdens because I'm fully aware of all the burdens that I carried. I stand in more authenticity. God has taken those burdens from me because now I know them. I looked at them and went, no, I don't want that. No, I don't want that. Oh, I understand that. I understand why that is the case. I understand why that is the case. I understand why that is the case. And I won't let that bother me anymore because I know why that's the case. So 1 by 1, 10 by 10, however many burdens there were, they fell away because they don't serve me. They're no good to me. I don't need them. And some of those were people, such as yourselves, that try to do me harm. Like you people that try to do me harm were not good for me. So, God, no, I need to go through this door. I need to go through the door and this door and this door and this door. Oh, wow, look at all the doors that are opening up to me. Because now I can go through the smallest of doors because I have no burdens. But I was trying to go through the doors with all of these burdens that were holding me back. Now I've released those burdens. I can pretty much go through the smallest of doors. But even if I have to lie down and scooch through, I can still get through. because I don't have nothing holding me back. Because now, listen, Forrest said, remember, Thrill of the Chase. Forrest said, to aid the finder, help the finder. These are the things that helps the finder. If I needed to get from one side of the mountain to the other, do I use a stick of dynamite, blow the mountain up, go across? Do I go round the mountain? Do I move the mountain? Do I go over the mountain? Which one would you choose? Is there another way? What if I go through the mountain? There's water. I said something like that. So it was just wide enough for the water to go through. Like, imagination is more important than knowledge. Don't need to blow the mountain up. Don't even need to move the mountain, even though, what if you could move mountains? Why would you? Oh, sorry. Sorry. I've just destroyed a town. So no more burdens. No more mountains to worry about. A trickle, was it said? Stream going to... And that's how it works. That's the point that you get to. When you have no burdens, you can go anywhere, do anything. As long as you believe that's the case. We're just water in a skin with a salt. Some people say meat bags. I wonder if that's what Lady Gaga was trying to hint at when she covered herself in meat. I wonder what happened to those people. Madonna. Those angry people. Robert De Niro's of the world. That want to keep the little people down. That have plenty to say. Now, I'm not slandering them. I'm just saying they have plenty to say. They did this thing. They are very outspoken. And the things they say have this effect. I'm pretty certain if I was in the public eye and I had people paying for me to live a certain lifestyle, I would not want to belittle them. I would want to thank them and praise them for all that they do for me. And I would not get involved in politics and try to sway people one way or the other about how to vote, especially when it's not for the good of the people. That is just crazy. Now, if you believe that, that's fine. Like, you believe that you should vote this way, fine, do it. Because it's in your best interest for you to do that. Listen, please listen. If you're a millionaire or a billionaire What you're voting for is a lot different than if you're on 20,000, 30,000 a year. It's that simple. Like, if you're in a certain tax bracket, the things you want to vote for are a lot different than if you're in a different tax bracket. So, to then promote the person that you're voting for doesn't make sense to me. Like, what's good for you is not going to be good for them. It's just not. It's just not. The way you live your life is a lot different than the way they live theirs. Now, if you want to vote a certain way, vote a certain way. But don't try and convince other people to vote the same way when it's going to destroy their lives in order to make yours better. See how that works? There are going to be people around the world that are going to be judged. Not by me. I don't give a shit. I don't care what you do. I would probably do the same thing had I not been through the crap that I went through. Had I not realized maybe that isn't the right thing to do. I went through those processes in my mind, those thoughts that you gave me, I processed them. But, well, yeah, I won't mind that, to be fair, or we could do that, yeah, or that, yeah. But is it the right thing to do? Well, actually, no. And you're still doing it now. And I still, on occasion, still give into it. But that's who I am. I cannot change that person. That's who I am now. And I'm happy to move along with that. But I won't go out stealing stuff or doing stuff. I'm not going to do drugs or alcohol. See, some people do drugs and alcohol to numb the world that they're in. I don't know. It's still there. It doesn't change. The only thing that will change is you have more drugs and more alcohol. The world's still the same. The only thing is it costs you more to get through it. You have to spend more and more money to get through the world that you're trying to numb yourself from. Okay, let's keep the money. That would help. And let's invest in ourselves and find out why the world is so bad. Like, what is so bad about the world, and why is the world so bad? And what is so bad about me? Not me. You. And what is so bad about me that I can't face? Because ultimately, listen, please, when I'm not in front of you, you have to look in the real mirror. Those of you who don't have mirrors in the house, why is that? You're a vampire. Those of you who don't want to look at yourself in the mirror, can't face to see, why is that? Think you like who you are. Surely, if you get to grips with who you are, your life becomes a lot better. Like, you get to the point where, doesn't matter how bad your life is, you think you're the dog's bollocks. Like, you know who you are. You've been to every part of your body and soul and gone, oh man, look at me. I'm something I am. That's where I am. I know I'm something. Something as a chase. What is a chase? Is it a rat race? Are we just rats? When we're the human race, we shouldn't be chasing rats. That's what we've had to do. We've had to chase rats. And now they're not doing so well. So for all the good people, I'm not talking to you. And you know I'm not talking to you. And all the bad people who have had a change of life, scenery, home, job, blah, 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 etc., etc. Those people who suddenly find themselves in a position they're not used to, you better carry a mirror with you. And as many times as possible, look in that mirror and face the demon that you see. Not me. I'm not the demon. I don't care what you say. And if you want to keep, feeding me, fine. Like keep trolling, fine. Just keep feeding me. I'll keep taking it. Thank you. Take your time. I'll take your energy and I'll take the money. Thank you. Thank you. That's all I can say. But I can't say anything else other than thank you. If you want me to get angry, why would I get angry? You're giving me stuff. Like you're literally giving me gold. Literally. I'm not kidding you. Like I couldn't ask for anything else. I couldn't. Like it's weird to say. And I haven't done this for likes. I don't do it for subscribers. That's not why I do it. I do it to give you information that it's a gold mine. I really should charge. Honestly, I should charge. I should go on the road saying the things that I'm saying and people would pay to hear it. But for you people, I'm giving it for nothing because I loved you. You were the community. And you did the dirty on me. And now I have to love you from a distance. And you're suffering. And I have to say, well, I told you. Not that I get any joy out of that, but that's what I have to say. I told you. And it's not me that you need to look to. Like you might blame me for everything that's happening to you, but it's happening to you because of you. So first, accept that it's happening to you because of you. What you did, everything that you did has come back to hurt you. Everything that you did has come back to hurt you. Accept that, know that that's the case, and then ask yourself why. Why is everything that I've done come back to hurt me? That's it. That's it. That's how simple it is. There are people that source, God, the universe is looking after because of their belief, their faith, their whatever you want to call it. And there are people who are abusing them. And the people that are abusing them are the people that are suffering right now. That's how simple it is. That's what I've been telling you for 5 years, black and white, good and bad. Devil, angel. I gave you all the words. All you have to do is look at them and go, oh, hang on. What's he talking about here? And when I say I gave you all the words, Forrest gave you all the words. I just pointed out words to you. See, Forrest was helping the finder. I don't know if Forrest believes that he helped the finder or not, but he helped the finder. And I don't know if Forrest believes that I'm still talking to him or not. I'm still talking. And I don't know if Forrest believes that I still have faith in a Maverick. I still have faith in a Maverick. Because however this went, whatever this was, the information was given to get to this point. And it had to be done the way that it was done to make it happen the way that it's supposed to be. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the goal was. It matters that it happens the way that it was supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to happen. That's what divine timing is all about. It happens the way that it's supposed to happen because, told you a few times already, it's already written. You're working in the movie, playing the role you're supposed to play because it's already written. So we go through life, this free will of ours, this choice. Do I do the wrong thing? Do I do the right thing? I'm doing the wrong thing. Off you go. Carry on doing the wrong thing. Because that's what's written into your contract, into your soul, into your whatever it is, whatever the scene is, whatever the movie is, it's written. But this is where it gets interesting. The free will doesn't come until you're doing something, good or bad, and you go, actually, I don't want to do that. Like, it's already written. I don't have free will. I've got to do this. It's written in my contract. This is my contract. I am an evil son of a bitch. And we're in Act 3 now, but in Act 8, I'll get my comeuppance. Uh-oh. No, I don't fancy that. Hang on. Time out. Time out. Universe, God, source, woo. Like, you got me down, see, like in here in the script, you got me down as this person. Like, you got me down doing this. You got me down hurting a load of people. You got me down stealing money. You got me down trafficking people. You got me down prostituting people. You got me down this. You got me down doing all these bad things here. I know I've got a great life in that, like, within this film, but I don't want to do this. Like, is there any chance you can make me one of those victims? Like, take this and put me as one of those victims. And learn, I'll go through that. I'd rather go through that. Like, sign me up for that. I'll do that. There's your free will. So now, remember, Google Earth, take you out, put you there. So now your contract has changed. You're no longer playing this evil villain. You're playing this victim of an evil villain. But somebody else takes that part. There's plenty of people out there that will do it. Then come Act 8. Oh, you're not going to get karma. You'll end up getting dharma. Your future is looking brighter because you made a decision. You used free will and said, I don't want to be a bad person. You can't make me be a bad person. I know it's written in the script, but I don't want to play this role. I don't want to play this role. I don't want to be this bad person. Not because you're in Act 8 and you've been found out. Before you get to that point. Before you get to the point of being found out. You don't want to play this role. And you change it. It's called free will. Or you play the role that's been written into the contract in the film that you're in. And you do whatever is in the contract that you're supposed to do. So, for your free will, you people that aren't very nice, that aren't very good, that still have time, maybe you should change your contract. Use that free will to say, whoa, hold on, whoa, hang on a minute, hold on. I don't want to live this sort of life. I don't want to be this cruel person. See, this is a different way of saying the same thing that other people say. But this is my truth. This is my understanding. You do not have to believe a single word that I say. And I don't care whether you do or you don't. I care that I told you the truth. You don't have to believe it. You don't even have to watch me. But if you want to spend your time, thank you, make me younger, thank you. If you want to spend your money, thank you. I'll have some of that as well. If you want to spend your energy, thank you. I'll have some of that. Whatever it is that you're spending on me, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't know how many more times I can thank you. Thank you. I suggest you invest it on yourself and you don't play the role that you're already given. That you look to the person who wrote the script and say, hang on a minute, whoa, I've realized something here. I'm heading down a rocky path. That's the road you've put me on. I don't want to be on that road. There's a door that's opened and I can't get through it because of all these flipping burdens that I've got on my back. Stacked up, stacked wide, can't go through the door. And on the other side of that door, it's all good stuff. And I can't get through there. So I need to unburden myself. I need to be able to look in the mirror and accept who I am and not blame other people for who I am and not give people all my energy, all my money, all my time. Unless you give it willingly in order to lift people up, in order that you in turn then will be lifted up. So you don't go through life being a miserable git who only gets happy when other people are suffering. And I don't care. The love is there. It's there if you want it. There you go. Anybody who sees this, anybody who doesn't see it, because now that I've said it, the whole world can have it. It's there if you want it. It's there at a distance because I have to put up boundaries because people steal it. They think it's theirs to keep, and it's not. It's given them freely to share with everyone, not to keep for themselves, not to take all of my stuff and use it for their own benefit. So it's there at a distance because I've had to put up boundaries, just like, people in the real world, put the whole security around, electric fences and cameras, everything to stop people getting in, whatever it is, however it is. I've had to put up those barriers. And then people say, oh, you're not speaking to me. Oh, you've, gone away from us. Oh, you don't love me. Just look in the mirror. It's not me. It's not me. It is not me. You are where you are. You are where you are because of how you behaved. Now, I know there's somebody out there who is so angry, so like they're never going to come back. Doesn't matter what I say, they're not going to come back. But I still give love and light to them. I don't want to see them suffer. I don't want them to go through what they're going through, but they're going through it because they want what's mine and they can't see that it's not theirs. They live under this illusion that what they stole belongs to them or what should have gone to them, because in their mind it should have gone to them. No, it shouldn't. Didn't deserve it. That's as simple as I can make it. You did not deserve it. Now, what you did deserve is the cold. Your effort earned you the cold. That's it. The effort you put in earned you that. My effort was worth the cold. My effort was worth the shit that I went through. When I say my effort, 144,000 and the rest. But it was worth it. What I will get after going through what I went through is worth it. What you get after what you went through, no. For as good as it was, listen, as good as it wasn't even that good. It wasn't. Like you lived this life that you thought was good because you wanted to live a certain way, but you didn't live that way, did you? You were always working hard, trying to keep it. It wasn't the life that you could have lived had you done it the right way without all the burdens, without doing all of that crazy shit that you're doing. Without doing all that S3X magic, forced to do it, like made to do it, needed to do it in order to get everything to go the way that you wanted it to go. Beholden to doing these things at these times. You may have thought you were enjoying it, but you weren't. You're doing it because you had to do it. It became a necessity. Necessity? Necessary evil? It wasn't the love that was doing it, which is the most powerful. Like if you're doing it out of love, you might have had more effect. May have. And that's where you went wrong. It's what you stole. Like what you thought was power, the power that you stole, you weren't doing it with that power. You were pretending to be that power. But now there is a real power, a true power, an authentic power. The Queen of Cups. If you throw a party and she ain't there, people gonna tell you that your party's nowhere. 'Cause she's the Queen of Cups. Now, people talk about water and they talk about the water sign, and people think that an Aquarian is a water sign. No, it's an air sign. But you know what? It is the water bearer, holder of water, the truth, the knowledge, life, creation. We're mostly water. You want a good life, you don't want to be dehydrated. Best person to have with you is an Aquarian water bearer. Not an Aquarian doesn't bear water. Not an Aquarian who lives as a fire sign. So all you're going to do, all you're going to do is be parched and burnt out. You want to live like you've got the power. You want to live like you're a Leo. No. If you're a water bearer, live like a water bearer. Give life, not take it. And if you're a Leo, give warmth. Don't be afraid to shine. Don't be afraid to be the light. Don't be afraid to lead. See, it doesn't matter how strong the fire is. There's enough water. So no matter what the passion or the anger, there are enough tears. Fire goes out. And again, you're left in the cold. So the Queen of Cups, the real Queen of Cups, came on the scene. The real Emperor, Empress, came on the scene. The real King of Pentacles came on the scene. The real Queen of Pentacles came on the scene. In fact, the Queens and the Kings are getting together with the Emperor and the Empress, the Sun, the Star, the Magician, the Joker, the world. And things are changing because that's the case. I don't know whether I am spiritual. I'm not religious. You see, I may be wet behind the ears, but I know what the truth is. And I know how to imagine. And I know the power of God. When I say God, I mean mum and dad. Because you don't know God's name and you don't specify what God is. But God to me, two loving people, beings, however you want to look at it, who want only the best for their children. And that's how I see me. Except I'm one person with a masculine and a feminine inside me that work well together. I don't know, self-love. Maybe I love myself too much. I don't think so. Maybe the union is within. Maybe I'm so balanced with my dark and my light and my masculine and my feminine. You see, with such an abundance of light, there has to be an awesome amount of darkness to balance that out. Just talking about me. There's 144,000 people who've been through shit, who have managed to come out the other side. A bit like the $6 million man. Better than before, stronger, faster. We can rebuild it. We have the technology. Maybe DNA upgrades. Maybe light code. Maybe all sorts of things that you can't comprehend. Maybe it's called divine timing. God is back. God is cool. And God's going to dance. Maybe they'll tango, mom and dad. Not in Paris, I don't think, but you never know. Maybe the last tango will be in Paris. There's some stuff going on in the world that needs to be addressed, especially in Spain, Russia, Sweden, New Zealand, America, the UK, China, South Africa, Greenland, and the Antarctic. We need to find them rare gems. I'm not talking in Antarctica, I'm talking about 144,000, them rare gems. That treasure. Each and every one of us is a treasure. It's mom and dad. You see, I don't know. I don't know. All of the expert knowledge that people claim to have. Guess what? That knowledge has been written by men. So how much of it is the truth and how much is BS? So I need to go on a journey, whether I'm a teacher, whether I'm a student, whether I'm both, doesn't matter. I don't believe you are not ever a student. You're always a student, always. But as I'm going through life, I'm hearing you have to do this, you have to do that in order for this, this, and this to happen. Well, I haven't done half of those things, but things still happened. Now, I don't say that people should change the way they live based on what I think. I don't care. You live how you want to live. You do what you want to do, and you can ask people to believe the same as you. But you can't force people to do stuff they don't want. So you can live whatever life you want. You can be whoever you want to be. And I'm not going to judge you, and nobody else should. And you will be judged. You will be judged. But I do say that any type of life that you live is for the betterment of others, for the happiness of others, and with the love of others. And nobody should ever suffer because of the way you want to live. They should only be grateful in what it is that you are doing for them. And I don't care if that's the darkest of darkness. I don't. I don't. And I don't see why anybody should care. It's not up to them to judge. I don't care how stupidly religious you are and what you stupidly believe is truth because you weren't there. You weren't there. Listen, learn that your truth is based on bullshit that you believe. That's it. That's it. It's based on bullshit that you believe. Now, not all of it is bullshit, but you don't know what the bullshit is, and you don't know what the bullshit isn't because you're not prepared to think, well, what if? So don't take everything that you know to be fact because, listen, it's not difficult. It's impossible to be fact. Therefore, it's not fact. It's impossible to be fact based on the actual facts. You can see with your own eyes facts. Not because somebody wrote it, because there it is, right in front of you. There, right in front of you. That's the fact, right in front of you. Make that make sense with what you're trying to say. It doesn't. So therefore, So, because people have been telling you that this is a sin, this is a sin, this is a sin, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is how you should do this is how you should do this is how you should do it. No, no, that's just somebody writing some crap in order that they can live the life that they're telling you you can't live. Now, at some point, I'll probably find out that this is true, and this is true, and this is true, and this is true, and this is true. And I'll agree with you. And I'll say, oh, you're right all along. That was true, that was true, that was true. But at this point in time, no, can't agree with that. Because you're telling me that I can't have the life that I've got if I don't do this, this, and this, and this. But I've already got it. I've already got it. And I haven't done this, this, and this, and this, and this. So one of us is right and one of us is wrong. And I have to, based on using the information that I have, say that I'm right. Because you're saying that it can't be, and here I am, it being. So I have to believe me. Because you're saying that I can't possibly, if I don't blah, 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 I can't possibly be in this position that I'm in. And here I am in this position. Going against what you're saying that I have to do. And not going against with it on purpose. I don't know it. I haven't come across it yet until you tell me that I can't do it because this, this, and this must happen. I must do this, this, and this. Maybe we just have to have faith. Maybe everything that you're doing without faith is not as good as everything that I do with faith. I'm just saying. You're saying that I can't have this thing that I've got or do these things that I do unless I submit to this and do this and do that and do the other. And yet here I am. Here I am, not doing those things because I don't even know about some of them. There are some things that people will tell me in the future, and I'll go, oh, I didn't know that. And yet I'm here without doing that you say that I've got to do. Like in all the life that I've had, 62 years, I never did those things. And yet here I am. It's like in the Bible, it says you have to wear this robe and you have to do this and you have to do this sacrifice and you have to do blah, 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 blah. No. How many people actually do those things? Only the evil people, maybe. Thou shalt not kill. Let's sacrifice this. What? Wait, what? Now, I hear in the Bible about wars and everything, and yet more often than not, the wars are resolved by no conflict. A bit like now. Nobody's fighting these people that are getting their asses kicked. They're just asking God to let them have back what they've given out, which is tantamount to just turning some shields around and letting the light shine on these people and let them walk over a cliff. Or walk around a fort and blow some trumpets. Or uh, there are many times when there's supposed to be these holy wars or big wars or whatever, and it's like resolved without fighting anyone. Or people are supposed to die, but they repent and they don't. And I'm not saying there's stuff in the Bible that isn't true. I'm saying it's not all true. It can't be, which means somebody has an agenda. These people that are losing everything, they had an agenda. by creating a narrative to put people in fear of God, who is a loving, caring, nurturing God. God, mom and dad, because you don't know what God is or who God is. But you say God. But God, mom and dad. Gent or dame or gent. Gentleman. I'm trying to think of something that goes in there. So man and woman. Or you can put a comment down and suggest something. But more often than not, it's resolved peacefully. Not an eye for an eye, two for a two. So there is stuff in there that is true. There's stuff in there that's made up. There's stuff that has been left out. But guess what? It's not just the Bible. There are other books with the same sort of discrepancies, the same untruths, the same half-truths. And then we have, people going around the world trying to convert people to the Bible on purpose because they don't want the ancient way of living to be on this earth. Not because they want to conquer land. It's not the land. They're conquering the people. They're conquering the way of life. They're conquering mom and dad. They're trying to blind people with untruths. So please listen. Please listen. And I don't care whether you like it or dislike it or believe it or don't believe it. Stop judging people based on the bullshit that was written by some bloke or woman years ago. You, listen, don't have the authority to judge anyone. The first of you, any of you, anybody who thinks they're more special than anyone else, who thinks that their religion is any better than anyone else, listen. Those of you who have not sinned, cast the first stone. That is a way of judging someone. Like your sin, the way that you see sin, is a way of judging someone. Don't judge anyone. Don't cast any stones, because we've all sinned. So shut up. You are no better than anyone else, whether you're Christian, Muslim, Hindu, whatever. No. You're all the same in the eyes of God. Mum and dad, you're all the same. Everyone's the same. And none of you are able to judge another person. None of you. That's it. That's how simple it is. So shut up. Don't judge me. Don't judge anyone else. Think what you want. And then quietly in your head or, in a whispered voice, in a prayer to mum and dad, say, Mum and Dad, I listened to Mario today and he said this, this, and this, and this, and this. And I don't think that's right. Will you judge him? And if you have a case, which you won't, because I'm only telling you the truth, if you have a case, I will be judged according to what it is you think that I've done wrong, which is basically say, you can't judge anyone. You are not supposed to judge anyone. It's not in your pay grade to judge anyone. And your beliefs are not for anyone else to worry about. They're for you to worry about. Listen, I don't care whether you believe me. This is my belief. I believe God, mum and dad. I believe source. I believe creator. I believe universe. That's for me. And I'm telling you, because I believe this, my belief, mine, will never shake it, ever. My belief. What do I say? You don't have to believe it. You don't have to. So shut the F up. You don't have to believe it. You don't have to believe it. You don't have to be here. You don't have to listen. You don't have to. Oh, come on. You don't have to judge what I'm saying. You're not here to judge what I am saying. I'm not supposed to judge it. I can believe what I want. I'm telling you what I believe. You can believe it or not. I'm not saying you have to believe it. I don't care if you do or you don't. I'm saying, here's my truth. This is what I think. That's it. That's it. Here's my truth. This is what I think. Don't have to believe it. I don't care. If you're scared by it, I don't care. If you believe it, I don't care. If you like it, I don't care. Listen, I don't judge you. You don't judge me. Fine. You don't believe in a God? Fine. I don't care. I don't care. That's between you and you. If you believe in a God, and you're a Christian, or you're a Catholic, or you're a Hindu, or you're blah, 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 whatever, fine. It's between you and God, and you don't have to believe a single word I'm saying. That's it. That's it. You want to go to church? Go to church. You want to be a Christian? Be a Christian. I don't care. But I'm telling you, the truth that's right in front of you, the truth that's right in front of you says it can't be the case. And the only thing that they all agree on is the flood, which means there is a God. And if there is a God, he can't be a God of all these religions. It's impossible. Like one God, he'd just have one set of rules. That's it. He'd just have one set of rules, which means everything that we know is bullshit. It has to be bullshit. So maybe, listen, maybe until you actually speak to God, mum and dad, until you actually hear from them that what you believe is true, you have to take it as though it's not true. Because the truth is, if there's one God, if there isn't a mom, but if there's one God and there's no mom, if there's one God, there is one book. One book. You don't have a car, with a driving manual for that car, with all the bits in that car, in that one car, and have 50 manuals about that one car from 50 different dealers and 50 different car manufacturers. No, it doesn't happen. You can't have a BMW, no advertising or anything, but you can't have a BMW with the BMW manual. You can't have a BMW with a BMW manual and then have Toyota give you the Yaris manual and say that's God. The car's God. Here's the manual about God. Toyota say, no, no, no. Here's God, and here's the manual about God. Nissan go, no, 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 no. Here's God, and here's the manual about God. Still a car. Still a God as you want to see God. This is it. This is the God. And it carries on. Here's Dodge. Here's the manual about God. Here's Ford. Here's the manual about God. And you go, no, 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 no. This car is God. No, 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 no. This car is God. No, this car is God. What? Are you serious? Are you kin serious? You want to believe there's only one God. Here's the car that's God. And it's your car that's God. With the book that tells you everything about God. Because it was written by a man. Here you go. This is the book about God. And this is everything you need to know about God. This is the book you need to look, read, learn to drive the God that you flipping bought. Even if it's a Toyota. Even if it's a Nissan. Even if it's whatever. Trans Am. Whatever. Here you go. Here's the book. It's a BMW book. There you go. That's how you fix a Trans Am. That's how you drive a Trans Am. That's how you look after a Trans Am with this BMW book. There you go. Because that's the God. Trans Am's God, and there you go. Bullshit. Bullshit. And how anyone can believe it is beyond me. Like, it blows my mind that you can all have a flipping different manual about what God is and believe that that's the case and believe that because somebody else has got a different manual that they're wrong. Well, how do you know your manual's right? How do you know the car that you have is right? The only car, the car. No. So you've all got this God in your mind and this manual that talks about this God, this car, and it's the only one that can be correct because it's yours. Like you bought into it. You bought this, and that's it. This manual, this Bible, this Quran, this whatever. This is it. Look, see, this is how the wheels look. See, this is how the bonnet looks. This is how the boot looks. This is how the steering wheel is. This is how the dashboard is. See, look, it's all there. It's all there. Proof that this is it. This is the religion. This is it. I've got it all here. There you go. Now someone comes along and goes, no, 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 this is it. See, these are the wheels. See, this is the bonnet. This is the steering wheel. This is the dashboard. See, look, I've got it here. That's the true God. Shut up. Crazy. So there is one God, mum and dad. There is one. The most powerful God. There might be more than one God because you haven't given it a name. Like there might be more than one God, but there is the most powerful God, the most high God, the one that's in charge of all these other gods, if there are other gods. Hang on a minute. Whoa. Hang on. Whoa. There's only one God. And yet people worship the devil as a god. Well, that already says there's two. So that throws it out altogether. So hang on, there's only one God, but people worship the devil as a god. So that means there's two gods. But then they denied the existence of the other God. So that means there's one God because the devil's the God. But then how are you getting your asses kicked? If there's only one God and that's the devil, and you're getting your asses kicked because your God can't stop it happening. Which means there must be two gods because you're worshipping one God that's giving all this shit that's coming one way. But then the real most high God, which is more powerful than the little God that you worship, is getting his ass kicked. So there's two gods. You're doing your efforts on this God that you worship, and you're getting your ass kicked because everything's going back to you. So therefore, there must be a more powerful, listen, there must be a more powerful God than the God you chose. Because he's kicking your ass. Someone's kicking your ass. Somebody's kicking your ass. More powerful than the God you chose. And yet, within your Masonic cult, coven, blah, 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 there's probably more than one God, more than one demon, more than one bullshit. So, think about that. With your little God, little devil, and your other demons, whatever gods or not, doesn't matter. All these powerful entities that you worship, all of you fighting one God. That's like a free-for-all. Like you chose all your best heroes. What's the word I'm going to look for? What's the word? Champion. You chose all your best champions, however many there is. 5, 6, 10, 20, 50, 100. All your best champions. The best gods that you can worship. You got them all together and said, right, we need to beat this person or this god or whatever it is, however you thought it, whether you thought it was a person or whatever. All of you come together and you need to attack this one god that doesn't exist. And he's kicking your asses, all of you. All of your demons, all of your gods, whatever it is you choose, kicking your ass. One against all of you. I don't know. I'd say it's pretty powerful. I'd say it's pretty powerful. And he's not even breaking sweat. Like, seriously, listen, you need to learn. He's not even breaking sweat. Like, all of your champions have all come together, be like, WrestleMania. Like, you got, 5 people against one coming into the ring and they're all tagging. And he's just going, get off, get off. And then they're all coming at once and he just goes, get off, go away, stop it. You're being stupid. And you're getting upset because of it. And you still won't go, actually, yeah, he's the champion. Kicked your ass, kicked all your champions, kicked the devil, kicked all of it. And you still won't go, well, actually, yeah, he is the champion. Like, he's done all of this without even breaking sweat, without even worrying. Like, no glory to God? None? Are you sure? Because he hasn't started yet. Seriously, you got your asses kicked and he hasn't even started. And you won't give him the glory he deserves. That's crazy. That's crazy. And you think you have power and you just lost it all. And, more of you will lose it. But you won't give him any glory. Even to the point that he hasn't just taken you out. Like, listen, you need to learn. Listen, everything that's happened to you has happened to you because you've done it. That's how powerful he is. Like, these people are coming to the ring and he's used their own strength and power against them to overthrow them without actually hurting them, without actually harming them, without, without giving them anything. It's just ping, 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 go away. Oh, 15 of the relatives come along. Blood-sucking vampires type. And you won't give him any glory. It's like he's the champion of all of your champions. Your God, your champion, whatever it is, your demons. Like, it's just pesky mosquitoes. And it's like, no, you won't give him any glory. You won't believe in him after sorting all those out. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. And he hasn't started. Like, like he hasn't just took a thunderbolt and hasn't tried to hurt you in any way, shape, or form. Imagine if he did. Imagine, please listen. They're walking around the walls of Jericho and they blow the trumpets and the walls fall down. Now, think about that though. Like, that bit of knowledge, to get them to do that, sound frequency or whatever, just that knowledge that that would be the case. What does that say about the technology of sound? If God knows that, listen, if God knows that, how far do you think you'd get with the power that you have now? Remember, this is thousands of years ago technology. And he's a million years in the future, or however far he is. How much technology can he bring to now? Like, what would his just walk around the walls of Jericho and go whatever that whatever it was done? Like, how stupid will you look if he does something like that without even trying to hurt you? Without even trying to hurt you. Imagine what he could do if he wanted to hurt you. Remember, you're his children. He doesn't want to hurt you. He wants you to prosper. He wants you to have a good life. But if you're naughty, he will point out to you that you're in timeout. Don't you have your iPhone taken away? Oh, yeah, that reminds me. iPhone 13, 14, 15, is it? Like using different iPhones, different different ways of tracking someone, different ways of, it's all known. Let's just go on the bus. Let's go down the subway. Let's not go in the car. Let's just use this hotel Wi-Fi so nobody tracks us. Let's not buy anything so we don't have a cash trail. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, fine. You're tracked. You might not think you are, but you are. I think it's 13. Is it 11, 12, 13? iPhone. It's not even a new iPhone. So, but yeah, so nobody knows. No, no. There is nothing that you can do that isn't known. Not just earthly, not, known, but spiritually known. Like in the spiritual realm, they know, they see everything anyway. But on the earthly realm, they know. You people trying to run away, they know. You hackers, they know. I definitely know. Oh, I don't care. Why should I care? You only know what I want you to know, and I'm only telling you the truth. Like you could be sat in my house, and I would still say and do the same things. Actually, you tried to, do the monitoring spirits on that, but uh, I don't get it. You're digging a bigger, deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper hole for yourself instead of trying to fill it in. How deep is the hole? How long is a piece of string? Oh, maybe I'll get a new piece of rope out of respect. Because that's what you're trying to do. You might as well set up the gallows for yourself. Just crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's like, here's an olive branch. No, I don't want that. Why not? Because I've got power. I'm going to sort you out. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. Okay. How's that going for you? See, I can be cruel. I can be angry. I can be powerful, but I don't need to be. And you probably would not, seriously, would not like me if I ever had to go to those places because there is no coming back from that. There isn't. And when I say me, or 144,000, or 7 billion, or whoever, however many, and this is not just about the chase. This is governments, businesses, music industry, film industry, all of it. That's why it was set up. It was set up to tear us down. And now we're set up to tear it down. That's it. Simple enough. Divine timing. There is nowhere you can run. There is no forgiveness. Oh, there is no compassion or comfort. People say, oh, you're a horrible person. No, listen, you can only tell somebody, don't put your hand in the fire so many times, especially because the reason they're putting the hand in the fire is so they can burn you. Like, you want to put your hand in the fire because you want me to be burnt. I don't want you to get hurt, and I don't want to get hurt. But you're so intent on hurting me, you don't care about putting your hand in the fire as long as you can hurt me. And you get more upset because you're putting your hand in the fire and you're not hurting me. and you put your hand in the fire and you're not hurting me, and you put your hand in the fire and you're not hurting me. And it's like, you want me to show you compassion. I've asked you not to do it because I don't want you to get hurt. I don't want you to do it because you're going to hurt me. And yet you continue to do it. And now you want compassion and forgiveness. Nope. No. No. Like, look at what you've got left of your arm that you've been putting in the fire and ask yourself why you've done it. And do you deserve compassion? No. It wouldn't be like that. You wouldn't be in any pain. You wouldn't have the problem that you're having had you not done what you did after being told don't do it. And they say, well, how does that deserve compassion? I tried to show you mercy by saying don't do it. Can't show you compassion now because you did it. I can't show you forgiveness because you did it, and I can't judge you. You did it. The only person that can judge you on you doing it is you. You did it. I can't judge the fact that you did it or why you did it. I don't care. And so I don't care. So I can't show you compassion. I showed you mercy. I showed you love. The fact that you did it, I don't know. What do you want me to do? I'm not laughing. I don't think it's funny. That's probably the best you can hope for. The fact that I don't find it funny. I don't get any enjoyment out of it. I don't. But you did it. You did it. I didn't make you do it. Didn't force you to do it. Didn't ask you to do it. So, I know pretty much each different scenario for the people that are going through whatever they're going through now. And I've tried to address each. But I haven't blocked you. I'm still talking to you. You could talk to me. There are people that know my email. There are people that know my phone number. There are people that know my content. You could say whatever you wanted. Isn't it? Well, no, that was a lie. You can say whatever's able to be said on social media. Obviously, there's some things you can't say. Or you could leave your information. You're blocking yourself. I'm not blocking no one. You could write in chat. You could write in the comments. You're blocking yourself. Oh, you want to go into my head? You want to go into my dream? No. No. You want to control me? No. No. If you want to talk to me, talk to me. If you want to control me, no. If you want to live off my energy, no. If you want to live off my intellectual property, no. And when I say mine, remember 144,000. No. You have no access to them. None. But they have access to you. So good that way, is it? That's what you wanted. Isn't it? You sure? Careful what you wish for. It's exactly what you wanted in the world. It's what you've been doing. Like you asked the universe, God, source, creator, your own mind, you think. You said, this is how I want it to be. And you did it. Therefore, it exists. Therefore, that's what you're getting. You brought it into the world. The violence and everything, you brought it in. The brutalization, you brought it in. You manufactured it, manifested it in this world. You made it come true. So the universe said, okay, if that's what you want, or God said, or Source said, or Creator said, That's what you want. There you go. Have it. Know what it feels like now. This is what you wanted. This is what you put in the world. There you go. How's it feel? How's it going? Good? Enjoying it? I think so. That's what it's been like for thousands of years for people. How many years do you reckon you can go through it? You've done it for thousands of years. How many years do you reckon you can go through it? You better work hard. You don't believe in God, you're in trouble. I'm only trying to help you. You don't believe you're in trouble. It's as simple as that. Because it would just be an eternity of you suffering. I don't want that. I didn't want anyone to suffer. I knew that that was impossible, but I didn't want anyone to suffer. So the least amount of people suffering would have been the best. And now it's that middle ground where those people that were suffering already because of what you were doing were suffering. Now they're still suffering, but so are you. See how that could hurt? You see how that could bring tears? Well, you probably don't know about that, but now other people are suffering as well. Like, in order to stop their suffering, other people are suffering. But it's done in the knowledge that you suffering is going to end their suffering and the suffering of people to come. So going forward, fewer people will be suffering, and it'll be you. You'll be the only ones that are suffering. Because you brought it on yourself because you asked for it. Like you said to Source, Creator, God, whatever, this is how we should live our life, doing these things to people, bringing it into the world, the violence and the pain and the suffering. You brought it in, so now you can experience it. Your soul can experience what it is that you want to experience. Going forward, I don't know. Does there have to be a yin and yang? I don't know. Who wrote that? Like, can there just be bliss? What if? I don't know. I wasn't there. If I was, I don't remember it. Must have had too much to drink. I don't know. But what if that's just bullshit as well? What if there doesn't have to be the balance? What if it can be totally light? What if that was the case? I'm not saying it is. You don't have to believe anything that I'm saying. But what if? Or what if it could just be 10% dark and 90% light? What if? I don't know. But I'm ready to try and work it out and try and see what the truth of it is. Like, what does balance mean? Does it mean 50-50? Does it mean 90-10? Is that a good balance? Still balance, like balancing how much dark against how much light. Still balanced. Still balanced. How much dark to how much light, there's still a balance. Now, again, I tell you, I'm not racist. I don't care about the black and white. I don't care about the dark and the good. No, the evil and the good, whatever it is. I don't care. And I don't care if they do mix. I don't care. But if you choose to mix, then you suffer the consequence. None of this victim stuff. If you choose to mix, is different than if you're forced to mix. So those of the light wish to experience the dark, because this is the school of learning, Earth. We are a school of learning, and our souls have to learn or want to learn have a desire to learn, whatever it is, whatever the case may be. What if there is no sin? What if there's just learning? What if it's just learning? Look, I wasn't there. You weren't there. We only know that it's sin because we've been told it's sin. Whatever it is, I don't care. I don't care. I only know this is a place where we learn, where the soul learns. What is it going to learn? Well, it can't just learn about the light. There's no point in just learning about the light because there is a darkness. There is a darkness. Now, I don't know if there's the same with animals. I don't know if animals have a dark side and a good side. I don't know. I'm not an animal. But us as humans, only able to do what we do because of the soul that's inside us that wants to learn. So going forward, these are things we need to learn. These are things we need to understand. Now, I'm telling people right now, no studying. That stops. It ceases. Not about studying unless they choose to be studied. If a chosen wants to be studied in the lab, blah, 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 etc., or, being surveilled and watched, they choose that. It doesn't happen because you choose that, because you want to know, or because you're scared, or whatever it is. It doesn't choose. You don't choose. They choose. And they tell you what it is that they want you to know, if they want you to know anything. No studying. Souls are here to learn. That's why they come to Earth. And they learn through the experience of people. Now, their learning is based on what we as individuals, people do. If it's a case of learning, listen, if it's a case of learning and it's done properly, bad, bad, good, good, bad, good, consensual, bad, good, no trauma, no, whatever, then that's okay. That's okay. Or should be okay. I don't know. But if it's done out of love, it's done out of caring, if it's done out of kindness, if it's done out of just wanting to understand, fine. If no one's going to get traumatized or hurt or killed. Like, I've wondered what it's going to be like. I don't want this to happen. What it'd be like if you're shot? Like, what is the pain? Like, I watch these films and, somebody gets shot and it's like, oh, they carry on working, doesn't matter. Somebody gets shot, in the same place and they end up dead. It's like, what's it really like to be shot? I don't want to find out, thank you. But what's it like? I'm not going to go to the extent of getting shot just to know. I'm not. And I don't suggest that any souls, want to do that. Unless somebody's willing to have that happen. Now, I don't suggest anybody's willing. I don't suggest it take place. But what I'm saying is, if you want to learn anything, if you want to learn what it's like to climb Mount Everest, you're going to have to climb Mount Everest. That's it. And you're going to have to suffer the consequences of trying to climb Mount Everest. But you won't know until you climb it. That's it. You won't know until you climb it. It's like this ball about trying to get to the moon, but we haven't explored Earth. Like, we don't really know about the Antarctic. We don't really know about the Arctic. We don't really know about the oceans. And yet we're trying to work out what's on the moon. No, that makes sense. Like, why don't we know what's at the bottom of the ocean? And people say, oh, we can't get to the... Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We have the technology to do pretty much anything we want to do, don't we? Hey, don't we have the technology? Oh, you want people to know that? Oh, sorry. I thought, it was available to everyone. It will come out. Plus, these people with patents that you've bought and held back. They're more for them for selling it. But there are people that, have ideas that you can't control that will come to the fore and will help, the earth. And we won't need to live on, fuel the way that we have done. That's just the way that it is. And the earth will heal because of that. And it'll be a better way of life. And we'll heal. That's just how it is. So, again, the truth takes as long as it takes. And, again, a teacher gives the information, and then the student at some point uses that information and teaches themselves what they've heard. And then they learn. And at some point, because what I've said is the truth, every person that hears it, as long as they listen, at some point they will question what they've been told, and they will then go, what? Because those questions you're asking now, like, why is it happening to me? How is this? How is he? When is, blah, blah, all those questions you're asking, just ask, what if? What if what's been said is true? How do I need to move forward with that information? Firstly, you start with, am I still the issue? Am I still the problem? This person that just wants love throughout every realm of existence. This person who just wants, the animals to be okay. This person who just wants the earth to heal. This person who just wants to have happiness, joy, love. Is this person the issue? You don't have to believe what I'm saying. You don't have to believe anything that I've said other than all I want, love, peace, happiness. That's all I want. You hate me because I want that, which means you don't want it. Not for me. And if you don't want it for me, you don't want it for anyone else. So I know I'm not the issue. If you want to cause me grief, listen. If you want to cause me grief when all I want is love, peace, and happiness, what sort of person are you? I want love, peace, and happiness. Your response is, I wish you love, peace, and happiness, Marion. If you're a beautiful person. But if you're a person like me, your response to my statement, all I want is love, peace, and happiness, as a beautiful person, you'll go, yes, I want the same for you, Mario, or I want the same for me, or whatever it is, like yourself. Yes, that's what I want, Mario. Oh, great. That's how it should be. If it's anything other than that, it's because you're not a very nice person. And because of that, listen, because you need to learn. Because of that, because you're not a very nice person, you're not a beautiful person like me, I thank you. Because thank you for your trolling, your efforts. Thank you for your time, make me younger. Thank you for your finances. Thank you. I'm grateful to you. Whilst you're not going to give me love, peace, and happiness, I thank you for what you have given me, which came from you. Even though you don't want me to have it. Like, you don't want me to have these things, but you give me them. Here's making me younger, your time, giving it to me. The time that I'm losing with what you're doing, the time that you're losing, you're giving to me. So you're getting older, I'm getting younger. Thank you. The money the electric, whatever, everything that's gone into you doing what you're doing, that's come to me. Thank you. So you made me richer. The energy that you put into doing that, thank you, I have that as well. So all the time you're trying to bring me down, listen, all the time you're trying to bring me down, you're elevating me. I'm getting stronger. You're lifting me up. Because in you is trying to destroy me. So you're lifting me up. Everything that you're expending to bring me down is lifting me up. And you're the one that's going down. Because you've now given me all of that. Your energy, your time, your money. That's not a lie. That's true. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. So whilst you're not giving me love, peace, and happiness, you are giving me this other stuff, which, listen, which puts me in a place where I can have love, peace, and happiness because I don't have to deal with people like you. But if you make me richer, if you make me younger, what was the other one? And stronger, I am able to then, with my money, with my youth, and with my strength, the energy that you had, I'm able to put myself in a position where I don't have to deal with you. So I can have love, peace, and happiness where I am, and you won't come near me because I elevate and you drop. So my timeline and your timeline. So here we are together. Well, not together. They're not being, condescending or above you or anything in that sense. But my timeline, your timeline, you expending everything to try and bring me down, and I go up, and then you cease to exist in my timeline. Here I am. I'm looking down. Oh, and I don't see you. And I'm love, peace, and happiness here. And you, I don't know where you are. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. And that's how simple it is. Everything you did to try and bring me down lifted me up, brought you down, and now I don't care where you are because you're not where I am. And I'm in this love, peace, and happiness that I wanted, and you're in the crap. Seriously, that's where you are. Going, oh, why am I here? Why is this? Why have I got no money? Why have I got no house? Why have I got no car? Why have I got no kids? Why have I got no wife or husband? Or blah, 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 blah. Why is everything going wrong for me? Because that's what you want for yourself. That's what you gave yourself. You told the universe, this is the kind of life I wanted, and that's what happened. Where? That's where you were, and I was there. And your foot was on my head. And because of that, I went, no, fuck this. Oh, look, just got my head above water. Oh, wow, this world's full of shit. What's going on? Then I went, no, all of this stuff that you've taken from me, I want back. So it went, ah, oh, this is where I am. Oh, hello over there. And then the tables turned. You started attacking me, and I started getting up. You started attacking me more, and I started going up. And you started attacking me more, and I was going up. And then I get to that point, and I ascend, and you, bye. That's life. That's the truth. I don't care whether you believe it. I don't care whether you act on it. I don't, because I'm going up here. If you want to go down there, fine. If you want to be there, fine. If you want to be there, fine. If you want to come up with me, fine. I don't care. I don't care. You choose where you want to be. You choose where you want to be, not me. You want to keep giving to me? I'll keep going up. You keep going down. Okay. Okay, whether you believe it or not. But I've only gone up there. Otherwise, when I was down here, can't find myself. When I was down here and you give me all that shit without God, God, I wouldn't exist. You'd have taken me out, which is what you wanted. I wouldn't exist. Like that invisible force that you don't believe in, that's the difference between me and you. Seriously, that's the difference between me and you. That invisible force that you don't believe in is the difference between me and you. That's why all those questions you have, listen, all the questions you have about why you're where you are, the difference between me and you, where you are, is higher than where I was when you were doing the do. Where you are now is higher than where I was. The pain and the suffering that I was in was worse than what you're going through now. And the reason I got to this point, because of God. And that's the exact same reason you're at your point, because of God. And I don't care whether you believe that or not. Listen, my proof and my truth, my proof and my truth about God's glory is there for you to see. You don't want to admit it? Fine. That's okay. He's still kicking your ass, whether you believe it or not. He's still kicking your ass. And kicking the ass of the devil, kicking the ass of your champions. He's still doing it. Someone's doing it. Something's doing it. And you're where you are for a reason. There's a reason why you're there. Coincidence, unfortunate circumstance, blah, 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 whatever you want to say, it was all predicted. I said, if you didn't stop doing these things, blah, 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 God would be upset, Mum would be upset. And they'll take it out on you and give you calm and put you in timeout and send you to bed with no tea. Told you. That's how it was going to be. You sent all your worst, Goliaths after me or whatever it is. And I sent out David. Not even that. Like, it wasn't even that. It's just what you were doing went back to you. We didn't even use David. Like, nobody actually went, oh, let's take him down. Nobody even tried to come against you. They just said, no, stop attacking us. Have it back. So I'm telling you the truth. You don't have to believe it. I don't care. I just know the difference between me and you is God's on my side. He's not on yours. You can take that how you want. But I think the proof in the glory is where we both are in this world. And when I say we both, 144,000, 7 billion, whatever it is, however many you came against you, they're going to do quite well, thank you, and you're not. I think that's enough proof. Don't you? No? Okay. Wait till the others join you. The other elite, the Masons, the celebrities, the politicians, the CEOs and business people. Wait till they all start joining you. At some point, listen, pretty good teacher. At some point, you'll know that what I've been teaching is the gospel, the truth. There's only one God, and he is the most powerful. And in him being the most powerful, he said, others will come who will do more wondrous things than I. So, grasshopper. The student becomes the master. See, if God's going to teach people, they better be able to pull it off. All that suffering, do you think it'll be worthwhile? I do. Like, if there was only one person as powerful as God, if there's one person more powerful than God, wow, more powerful than God, who you don't believe in, kicked your ass, more powerful than him, wow, that's something, isn't it? The creation bloke that you don't believe in that kicked your ass. Somebody more powerful than that person. Wow. Wow, that doesn't bear thinking about. hold on. He said others, more than one. Oh, wow. More than one. Two, three, four, five. One person more powerful than God who kicked your ass without even breaking a sweat. One person more powerful than God who kicked your ass without breaking a sweat. But more than one person more powerful than God who kicked your ass without breaking a sweat. What kind of life do you think you're going to live? Unless you believe in the Most High God. Just saying, you don't have to believe me, but those are the things that were said. And if it's true, what if? What if it's true? What if it's true? And you've already lost. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Excuse me, confirmation. Vengeance is mine. And he hasn't even done anything yet. And you lost. Those that are left, that think they have the power, that have lied to their fans, to the people, to their business partners and, companies they've dealt with, whatever, however that is, you know who you are. You know what term needs to be put on the people that you've screwed over. You that are left, I'd seriously consider doing the right thing. Remember, please remember, it's for your own good. If you get grace, if you get dharma, not karma, then whatever debt you owe will be less. Which means either in this lifetime or another lifetime or in the next 5 lifetimes or 10 lifetimes, however long it is, trust me, it'll be worth it, however long it is. If you reduce the debt that you owe, you will be able to live the life, open the door, shed the burdens, walk through the door. You'll be able to live that life. Or every time you come back, you will know why you've come back and why you can't go through the door because of those burdens that you're carrying, because of the karma that you're carrying. You will know why you can't go through that first door. And if you can't go through that first door, all the other doors that are open to you, they're open. All the doors are open. There are no locked doors. No locked doors. They're all open. You just have to choose if you are worthy enough and if you're going to release all those burdens that stop you from going through those doors. You are the person that chooses that. You are the person that chooses whether you can walk through the door or not. Now, everyone's going to want to walk through the first door. But if you're carrying those burdens, you can't go through. And that's what divine timing is all about. You're not ready to go through that door. And you won't be ready to go through the next door, and you won't be ready to go. So it's a bit like playing the games. On the first level, you have the simplest of guns and the simplest, enemies and whatever, until you get to the big boss. Now, it'd be no good putting the big boss on the first level, because you'd never get past it, ever. So God says, right, you need to go through this level, this level, this level, this level, this level, until you get to the big boss, that you can have all of this experience inside you, and you will be able to take on the big boss, and then you'll be able to go through. And that's how simple it is. You need to learn the skills to navigate life. That's it, to navigate life, to navigate all the pitfalls that you may come across, in order that when you go through each of those doors and you get through to the last door and you're in nirvana or whatever it's called, you're able to cope with everything that goes on. And should anything happen that is untoward or not needed or required or out of the ordinary, you're still able to cope with it and get past it. Because if you fall back into that, if you fall back through the door, you know exactly how to get back through. And if you fall back through 5 doors, you know exactly how to get back through. Because you have all the tools. And if you don't have the tools, you can't go through. So the process of learning, in order to survive, is that you can survive when you get to the highest level. Because once you get to the highest level, you go to a point where there are no more levels and life is good. The only time you will suffer is if you fall into sin, if there is sin, if you do something bad, and you lose your points, your upgrade, your karma points, dharma points, whatever. Say you had to have 10,000 dharma points to be in the nirvana. And you end up doing something really bad and you end up with 909. Did I say 10,000? Right, 10,000 points to get into nirvana. You do something wrong and you only have 9,999. Then you drop down a level and then you have to start and then go back up. Or you keep doing bad things and keep dropping down. And that's how simple it is. Good, you get good, bad, you get bad. And, that's how you go through life. And that's how it should be. You get what you deserve. Not you get what you don't deserve, which is how it is now. It shouldn't be you get what you don't deserve. It should be you get what you do deserve, which is what you're getting. You're getting what you deserve. And you're going to have to earn what at the moment you don't deserve. Until you get to, that up and down the scale. Until you get to that point where dharma, karma. That's as simple as I can make it. And I am not an expert. I'm not professing to be one. I'm saying, look, this is the truth as I see it, and you don't have to believe it. And I don't do spirituality and I don't do religion. I just do what the facts are, what I see, and how I understand it. And I might know a bit of this and a bit of that and a bit of the other because that's what I'm being guided to by mum and dad. Not because of what people are saying. Well, I suppose it is because of what people are saying, but saying through mum and dad. As I can see what the truth is. The information that's in front of me is factual information based on what I can see around me in the real world, in my world, in what is possibly definitely true, even if it's a matrix version. So here's the matrix and here's another matrix, and we'll swap one matrix for another. It doesn't matter because this matrix stacks up and this matrix doesn't stack up, even if I'm going from one matrix to another. And I will try and find the truth in this other version. But if this other version is a nirvana, then why would I care? Like, why would I care? I only care because I'm a slave in this matrix that I'm in at the moment. To people who want to be better than me off my efforts. No, I don't want that. I'd rather be in a matrix where my efforts give me what I deserve. And I think everybody else would. Like, if you work hard, you expect to get good results. You don't expect everybody to be living a better life than you, even though you work harder than them. And if you work harder than someone, then you should be in a better lifestyle than somebody, if that's the lifestyle you want. I don't just mean physical work. I mean mental work. Like, if you believe, if you can create your mind and your body to work together as one, especially your heart and your mind as what? Heart and mind? mind and heart and mind. So, people say, oh, you think with your brain, but how do you get a gut feeling then? Well, that's just a pointless saying. How does your gut tell you better than your mind? Like if your gut's not thinking, if your gut is not thinking, how does it tell your mind what's going on? If your heart is not thinking, how does it tell your mind what's going on? Like, why did you do that? Well, I just followed my heart. What? Your heart told you. Why did you do that? Oh, I just followed my gut. What? Your gut told you. So if you can have all that working together in this alignment stuff that these spiritual people talk about, the chakras and blah, 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 and I don't know, and I don't care. It doesn't matter. I just know there is a truth. There is a truth, and you have to have faith in that truth. And if that truth means there's chakras and third eyes and pineal gland and doody blah blah, subconscious and blah, 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 all this stuff, fine. Fine. I don't need to know it. I don't need to know it all. If you know it all, great. Great. If you know it all, that's brilliant. But so do the people who know about Christianity. So do the people who know about Quran. So do the people that know about all of these things. They know it all. They read it 100,000 times. And they say that's the truth. Can't be. Now, what you're saying may be the truth. I believe that more than I believe, 50,000 books for one God. So I believe, yeah, the pineal gland, the doody da da, and the blah. But I don't need to know all that. I don't need to know all that. I just need to behave in such a way, with such faith, that at some point, mum and dad say, this is the truth. This is what you need to know. This is how you need to behave. Inside you, there is a soul that wants to learn, that is more powerful than the water bag that you're in. But it wants to learn. Excuse me, confirmation. It wants to learn. And it's in you. It came to you to learn. But it didn't come into you to learn this matrix, this world that's been taken over by these entities. It came in to have a wonderful existence. But in order to have that wonderful existence, it has to take down the matrix. That's your job, to take down the matrix. And they won't like it. And they'll fight against you and they'll do all these things. But if you have faith, you believe, they can't touch you. And I've told them not to touch you. And I've told them if they do, they're in trouble. Whether they listen or not, don't know. But I've told them that. I want the world back. It belongs to me. It's mine. You don't deserve it. I think I've made it fairly clear where I stand. I think I've made it fairly clear where mum and dad stand. I think I've made it fairly clear that others will come who will do more wondrous things. I think I've made it fairly well clear. There's 144,000 people who know exactly who you are and what you've done. I think I've made that perfectly clear. I think I've made it perfectly clear. There is nowhere you can hide. So with that said, you don't have to believe a single word I've said. You believe you. You ask yourself the question. When I'm not the baddie, I've got the right answer. But as long as you see me as the baddie, You have an ulterior motive, which makes you, I don't know, some people say the enemy. I just say another person who I can love, but from a distance. That's how I see it. So I appreciate, oh, okay. I appreciate you watching, listening, excuse me, interacting. However, give me your energy, your finance, your time, whatever. It is what it is. I'm not going to worry. I've learned all of my lessons. I'm ready for divine timing. I think most of the 144,000 are as well. And, you know, never, never be waiting for God to give you something. Don't wait. It's like watching paint dry. Don't wait. Just accept that it will happen. Go about your life. And whether it's going to happen or not, just know that it is, and it will turn up when you're ready. When you're ready. If you haven't got it, you're obviously not ready. That's it. Just accept it. You're not ready. You might think you are, but you're not. It's like watching. Excuse me. It's like watching your golf shot from the tee head towards the hole that you're aiming for, just down a dip. And you know that it's on the green, and you're sure it's in the hole. And you're telling everybody you've got a hole in one. And God from above sees that it didn't go on the green, didn't go anywhere near the green. It hit a stone and bounced off to the left, and it's nowhere near the green. So that wasn't your hole in one. And you need to hit a better shot. You need to understand that whilst walking in faith, you may think you're ready and you've done everything right. There's something more that you need to do in order to hit that hole in one. So don't expect that you're going to walk to the green and pick the ball out of the hole. It's not going to happen because there's something else you need to learn. You need to hit a better shot. And you only know when you're looking from above, you can see what's happened. And God knows you're not ready. You might think you've hit it, but God knows you haven't. So there's something else that you need to do. So stay in faith, stay in faith, believe that it's going to happen, but don't expect it to be today, tomorrow, next week. Don't listen to anybody else that says it's going to be today, tomorrow, next week. Like, there's people saying, oh, Elon Musk, you're going to get in touch with me and do this, that, and the other. Are you sure? Because you heard somebody say that, and they're talking to 100,000 people. So that means Elon Musk is going to get in touch with 100,000 people, or 10,000 people, or 5,000 people, or 1,000 people, because you heard somebody tell you that that was going to be the case. Just wait until Elon Musk gets in touch with you before you believe that Elon Musk is going to get in touch with you. So as this works, doing the suffering, going through that pain, you shouldn't be thinking that you're entitled to something, because that's another lesson to learn. You should be thinking, these things that I'm going through, as bad as they are, I'm learning. This is my soul learning about my existence. And I'm grateful for these lessons that I'm being taught. I'm thankful for learning all of these things and being the person that I now am because of those harsh lessons that I hate, that I don't want to have anymore. And yet, sometimes, there's another 10 lessons to go. It's just the way that it is. But you expecting it to happen is going to prolong it because you're not learning the lesson. You're not learning the lesson. So each lesson, each hardship comes with a lesson. If you don't learn the lesson, you stay in that hardship until you learn that lesson. Once you've learned that, you move on. Which are those doors? The door opens, you go through. The door opens, you go through. So you shed those burdens. You shed the things that you don't need, including family, friends, workmates, blah, 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 blah. If they're holding you back, sorry, they've got to go. Loves, they've got to go. Got to go. Those are the lessons that you learn. You are not good for me. You are holding me back. And in some cases, intentionally holding you back because of the matrix that we're living in. They're feeding off you, causing you the issues that you have. When you learn that there are people in life that, oh, hello, I'm your friend, what can I do for you? I want to do, the best for you. And really, they want the worst for you. And they're just feeding off you. And the sooner that you see that at some point in time, these people that you're interacting with that are fake, they're the ones that are holding the burdens on you. That when you open the door and you can't get through, because you don't want to let them go. You don't want to let them go. But I've known them for 20 years. And so you've known them for 20 years, that's where you're going to stay. You're going to stay on that side of the door. As much as you think you deserve something, till you get to the end level, you're not going to get it. So you have to shed those burdens. You have to come to an understanding between you and God and say, look, I don't want to carry these burdens. What are the burdens? And he'll give you signs about what the burdens are. You follow or accept or understand what those signs are. You release those burdens that are holding you back and you go through the next door. And you go through the next door and you go through the next door until you get to the end door. But even if you get to the end door, you still have to release whatever it is or understand whatever it is or learn whatever it is that you have to learn in order to get through that door. And it's not easy. It's not easy. It's very hard. Trust me. Trust me. And I feel sorry for anyone that goes through it. Some people call it the dark night of the soul, whatever. I feel sorry for those people that go through it because I'm not even going to use the word unbearable because it has to be bearable because here I am. Intolerable, whatever. But you just have to keep the faith and know and be ready to receive. Be open and ready to receive. So you have that masculine and feminine. So you need to be in your feminine energy to receive, even if you're a man. You need to be in that caring, nurturing, accepting energy in order to receive it. Because if you're in your masculine energy, you probably you ain't going to be receiving anything. You're going to be giving more than receiving. I mean, I can go into a whole load of things, and I'm not an expert. I don't know, and I don't care. I just know the things that I go through, the things that I do, the things that make sense and could possibly be true. That's it. That's it. And it makes sense that, if you're only in a giving frame of mind, you're just going to keep giving. You're never going to go through the door. You have to be able to receive it. It's a bit like the sub and the masculine master, mistress, whatever. If you want to be a sub all the time, you're never going to go through that door. If you have to be in a master mistress energy. But if you have to be a sub, you're never going to go through the door if you're in that energy. You have to be in the sub energy, the give and take, the yin and yang, the balance. You have to be in a position where you can walk through the door and understand what it is that the calling is, that you need to be, that you need to do, the frame of mind that you have to have, the lesson that you have to learn for the soul that's inside you. And if you don't learn the lesson, you won't progress. You won't get to the next level. You won't be able to beat the big boss. And that's how simple it is. But once you are there, it's all good. You get the reward, whatever the reward is at the end of the game. A free, you unlock this, this, and this, and this, and this, and this. And that's the way life is. But you get rewarded on the efforts that you put in. You don't get shat on while working hard to achieve, the big boss level. So I thank you all for watching. again, I'm no expert. You don't have to believe anything that I say. I'm just trying to help you. And you can hate me. I don't care. I don't care. And you don't have to believe me. And I don't care. And you can love me and I don't care. Because it makes no difference to what I think about myself. And you might think that's conceited or whatever, and I don't care. Because I've gone through so much that I've had to learn to love me. I've had to understand that if I don't love me in the way that I need loving, that the way that I should be loved, then I'm not going to find it from anyone. And that's how you should be. You should get to the point where you love yourself enough that you won't hurt yourself, you won't do stupid things to yourself, and you'll be able to go through the door. Because if you don't love yourself enough, you'll hold on to those friends. You'll hold on to that family. You'll hold on to those workmates. Because you don't love yourself enough to go, no, fuck you. I deserve a better life. You're not going to hold me back. And if they were anything, they would allow you to walk away. They would allow you to walk away. And if they do allow you to walk away without any animosity or whatever, then they'll come along with you. Because that's the way that it works. Like they're in a position, a frame of mind, or whatever, at some point in your journey, they'll meet up. I told you before, life is a train journey. You get on the train and away you go. And you come to each station, people get on, people get off, people get on, people get off. There'll be people that help you on your journey. There'll be people that stop you on the journey, cause problems, press the handbrake, blah, blah, whatever. Interfere with the driver, however it is to stop you in your journey. But those people that come and go, they come and go. And you have to let those people go, not get off. Don't get off with them. Because they're just there to stop you in your journey. Don't get off with them. If they say they're going, go. See ya. Bye-bye. My journey is this way. And you'll only get to where you're going because you love yourself enough to not stop yourself getting where you're going. The only person that can stop you getting where you're going is you. You're the only person that can stand in your way. That's how you should see it. Like if you're not getting something, it's because you're stopping yourself. Ask yourself why. What is it that's stopping me achieving what I want to achieve? Why am I not at the top level? What is it that's holding me back? What is it that I haven't learned or attained to help me beat this boss that I'm against now? Did I not pick up the correct ammunition? Did I not pick up the correct gun? Did I not leave behind the knife and grenades, and pick up the mortar, whatever it is, however it is, to defeat this new boss? Did I not bring myself enough healing energy that when I was attacked, I was able to heal? Like whatever it is, however it is, you need to look at yourself and go, well, there's something I did wrong because this part of the game I can't get past. Can't get past this part of the game. Something is stopping me. I need to look at myself and work out. It's something that I've done because the game's set up to, to get past it. So it's something that I've done that's stopping me or haven't done that's stopping me getting past this part of the game. So either I need to rid myself of something or equip myself with something in order to get past this part of the game. And you'll end up winning because that's the way it is. So thank you very much. Take care. Ciao for now.